Well, hey, can you hear me? I have to tell you, let me relate to you who is passing over my head. Mr. Potato Head, Jesus, a cow, a COW, a Jack Daniels bottle, and Noah's Ark. It is absolutely gorgeous. Okay. Yes, Jesus is about a quarter of a mile away. Noah's Ark is about a half a mile away, and Jack Daniels is about 3/4 of a mile away. Sean Farrell. Oh, right. Well, well, I know that, and I've been real disappointed. They were in the catalog, but they didn't go up yesterday. But here they are today with the Jack Daniels bottle. I know it. I think that's wonderful. Well, we don't even have to go anywhere. We can just sit here and watch. The birthday cake. Yeah, I'm just sitting right here at the RV drinking coffee and having a good time. Yes, right. Good. Okay, but Diana said y'all were going to try to get together at your house at 9. Oh, that is so... You cannot imagine how much I am looking forward to y'all being here. Well, that's okay for now. I'll probably be checking in with you again. What time does your plane actually leave? Oh, okay. All right. Here's looking up Mr. Potato Head's balloon flying right over. You can see the flame going up. And look at the elephant. Off zoom for a little haul, not Borkin. I don't know what that is. Oops. Here comes the elephant down. That's a big balloon. Don't run into Jesus. Jesus says, let's see, King of Kings on his back. Professor, oh, forget what she said, what his name is. But anyway, Maureen's nephew used to work for the man who owns Jesus and Noah's Ark. I'm trying to figure what those people are doing on Jesus' back. Our elephant seems to be running out of gas. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Coming down. Uh-oh. Yeah. He's definitely down. They're not even trying to get him up again. Well, there they... Oops. He's down. Aw, bless him. Now their chase crew is right there. Trying to make sure it doesn't go up again. So maybe that has something to do with it.
Yeah, with all the extra...
But they weren't having this much trouble yesterday.
Taking them down.
Yeah. Can't read what it says. Oh, Jesus. It says who is, who was, and who is to come. The elephant's sitting down. Jack Daniels, or is Jack Daniels, going along with Jesus and Noah's Ark. Oh, there's a sunflower and a daisy. Uncle Sam's still hanging in there trying to get some air. There's Energizer Bunny. We saw it at the cherry blossom. And there's a tough-looking pirate. Ark. It's been having a bit of a problem. It got stuck on a mountaintop, I think, but now it's making progress. Oh, there's Tony the Tiger. There's a vase. Chili peppers. Garfield. There's Tony, and I think a clown, and I believe I saw a snowman somewhere a while ago. Where'd he go? Here comes the cow. He got up good today. Oops. There's that other thing I never had figured out. Somewhere there's a bottle of champagne. There's the snowman with the flowers. Uncle Sam's moving on. Park. It's going up pretty high there. There's a brain. Obviously that's not a brain on drugs, because that's a good looking brain. There's a whole bunch of neat ones. There's Uncle Sam with a big smile. He doesn't have a tear. Pretty smiley flower. Jack-o'-lantern. Another flower. Snowman. Chili peppers. Rainforest. Jack-in-the-box. There's a dinosaur, a dragon, I guess. Maybe that's a dragon tail. Is that a dragon tail? Poor cow. I think cow's coming down. Well, I wonder if that's... I think that is a dragon tail right behind the witch. Well, birthday cake sure got it together. He's way up there. He was up there with Humpty Dumpty. Big golf ball. Jack Daniels is really flying. I think these over here lost their wind, and I think they're pretty much going down. Energizer Bunny needs some energy. Chili peppers and daisies. Pumpkin, oh, it's looking a little feeble right now. Ben and Jerry's is doing good. There's a fish and margarita, or daiquiri, I think. There's Noah's Ark. It's moving merrily along. All those others have sort of dipped down, but got its second wind, and there it goes. And Jesus is still flying. He's doing good. Doing good. That's how high he is. One of the highest ones right now. There's Breeze. I got a red, white, and blue windsock. Birthday cake still up there. Oh, Jesus is about to sit down on the factory, it looks like, but I'm sure he's behind it. The Rio Grande is back there. They may be landing in the Rio Grande. Noah's Ark's heading over in that same direction. They may have the same ground crews since they're owned by the same same person. Well, this must be the second wave of balloon rides. They launched from the field. The chase crews brought back the first group. So neat. You can hear the flames. This is neat. You can tell which way the wind's blowing. That's why it's blowing them all over toward where Jesus and Noah's Ark went. I guess that's southeast.
Who thought he was being, when he was called in, he thought he was being severed, and he took her place. And he should have been severed because he's DUM and not very creative. And he doesn't know what he's doing. And she was one who fought and fought and fought and fought for her people. And
that's why she's...
There's their chase vehicle. Boy, they got there fast. They're trying to take off again. Good gosh, look at this. Oh, I'm telling you, this is absolutely amazing. There, looks like this big tick's gonna come setting down on me. What is that thing? Oh, that's a flying purple people eater. Whoa, don't eat this, people, please.
There because they've kept it wide open.
Oh, I see.
So if you want to run over by the cafe there, you'd be happy. I'm gonna go do that.
All right, now I live with her.
See, you got all these balloons coming. They're hitting targets over here.
Just met a nice guy named Frank from North Georgia. He was telling me these balloons that are coming down here are trying to drop. I'm recording.
Welcome to New Mexico.
Do what?
We're on our first pit stop.
That's right.
Everybody is emptying the ladders, and we're on our way to this pueblo. We just had our little gourmet lunch, which consisted of lots of healthy things. And Gail, here comes the gourmet. He wants to get out of the bathroom. Summer's here.
All right, well, just talk. Maureen's already told us about.
Are we videoing? Or are we posing?
I'm videoing.
We can relax. We can
There's Jesus being lit.
Look up at the balloons. We're just reminded that there are also the incredible special shape pins that
which always sells out very early, and that's why I was surprised that we still have those. But what we do have, and we may have those as well, but each participating pilot, I've forgotten about this, is asked to donate, they call it, or whichever your balloon, or Jesus, or Arky, if you want one of their pins, and try.
Thank you so much.
2, 1, all burn!
Go! Woo! Come on, Arky.
We need the crowd to count louder.
Yeah, it makes a difference. You know, people don't believe that, but promise me.
You know, I know the pilots have radios they can't always hear.
All burn! All burn! Hey, there's the two-eyed purple people eater. He's here with us too, John Cabot, talking about.
Well, here's the
Getting
game.
energized. There you go. See, Linda, we just got to get a microphone for this girl. You think it's us that has all the one-liners up here? We just repeat them after Linda's beats.
Trying to get Bunny up. Energizing Bunny. We went to a glow in Macon a couple of years ago at the Cherry Blossom Festival, and the Energizing Bunny was there.
Standing up, 'cause he's pretty tall.
He's taller than the Statue of Liberty. Did you hear him say that?
Well, the group at the beer garden are into the party tonight. They're with us. I can hear them.
It's a happy crowd.
I'm not sure about the crowd out underneath the balloons. I think they're so excited just to be there that maybe they're not quite getting the program. Probably.
Oh, burn! Come on, Jesus and Noah.
Wow.
That looks great.
Beg pardon?
They're too low.
One. Flicker burn. Flicker burn.
Oh, my camera doesn't like that at all.
I can just see us trying to get in the basket and then get out.
Remember coming to the first balloon glow.
Oh, he's so big, the glow doesn't go to his ears.
Programs dating back to
The discretion not to fly. This pilot is trying to. They got a bunch of folks in there, but I don't believe he's going to get up. The winds are just too bad.
Well, I want to watch this too.
I think you gotta have some fun and some muscle to work with.
Oh my God.
What?
It's just that one guy holding it. And he looks like he's going to go up.
There are a good many of them that went up, but they're sure not going very far. They're going just over to the park. There's the brain. Yeah, it is. That's a good word for it. Right. Well, not as well as I should. Like I can send video home, but I haven't figured out how yet.
Never mind. Taking it, using it, she can send them. This is what really kills me.
I think that's one of those things. You break it, it's yours.
Yeah.
I didn't really think about it, but I wonder if I'm one that made that.
Okay. Photo.
Good. They're burning their burners, and we got our burner pilot again. There goes the Bacardi. Let's see. Come on, Bacardi. Boy, he's really going, isn't he?
Don't they look pretty?
Yeah. Here we go. This is Burner's Balloon. They're blowing air in it. There are 9 of us that are going to get in that little thing. Oh, wow. This is our first toppers. It's really 7:15 where we are, even though it's 9:15. Y'all got it. There's the cow getting inflated. Hey, here's the lady telling them to go. And here they go. They're sort of waiting for the folks over there. Oh, there they go.
They don't fool around though, you know? They get all their stuff
I know
in,
it.
and look at how organized they are. They got everything wrapped up, ready to go in the truck. Behind it.
You have like,
No, you only have 8. Nobody gets to ride with you.
oh yeah?
Oh,
Okay. No, but I mean, is there, of the crew, is there anyone you want? Because of the,
there, that was a big one.
exactly how much you need to have in my pocket. Oh, God, look at that beautiful balloon. Oh, that's mine. Well, oh, there's another one. Okay, all right. There's what?
Hey, Beth.
The cow is coming. The cow.
Let's not get over it. See you in a bit.
We need to tell them where to ship our belongings.
No. What? Oh, I can. Okay, good.
I don't know what you're doing.
Okay. Great, thank you. My beautiful balloon.
Yeah, it's pretty, isn't it?
Oh, this is so great. Woohoo!
Look at the passport.
Where's the RV? There's the Cocoa Puffs factory that smells like. Yeah, back there is the RV park.
6 minutes they were out of sight. They were back on the ground. So that means they jumped up and then tried to land. Oh, like that field, maybe the golf course, because then you're heading, you know, and then they all hooked. So within just a few minutes they were on the base, and that's where they had the hard landing. There was some broken bones, some power line strike, you know, that kind of thing.
Those balloons down there are just landing.
Yeah. 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 Yeah, but.
Here's where we are. Oh gosh,
Oh, yeah,
it's gorgeous.
yeah. I don't bounce back as well. Back in Minnesota, I
Yeah,
had
that's
just
back over toward the fairgrounds.
a fun farm.
Okay. We're up 1,000 feet, and there's 500, 600, 700 balloons up now.
Spin around here. Oh, I love it. Totally addicted.
Have you done any ballooning in other countries?
Yeah, I went to Austria and Czech Republic. I flew there. Oh, there's a Pepsi balloon fountain.
Yeah, didn't he? A nice green oasis. Birthday cake's way back there.
Oh, yeah. Now, it's a long time till landing, of course, but just so that you guys are ready when I tell you to get ready. When we come in for landing, we're going to be traveling this way, so what I'll have you do is all stand sideways, like this, grab the handles here, and there, and then what you'll do is put your shoulder against this wall, so you'll have your hand inside the wall, and you'll be pushing against this wall.
Okay.
Just hang on, bend your knees, and don't get out until I tell you, and the most important thing is... Otherwise, we'll all be killed. Not a problem with that to pass. Then as we're coming in for a landing, just yell, whoa, whoa, you big bastard. Whoa. It doesn't really help, but it gives you that feeling of being part of a team.
All right. I'll put on the brakes. That was great.
The thing that I need to do, it's just a neat feel. Floating. Yeah, peaceful. What I do, if you guys ever come down to Arizona, I've got a, during the wintertime, or summertime, I spend in Colorado Springs. And in the wintertime, I spend, it's in a place, it's called Eloy, Arizona. It's in between Phoenix and Tucson. It's just a dirty little Mexican town. But it's the home of Skydiving Zone. It's the biggest drop zone in the world. So I haul skydivers. I take people like yourself and skydivers down. Done something dumb. I bought a new motorcycle in Chicago, and I'm going to fly to Chicago next week and then pick it up and drive back.
A Harley?
And yeah. And I I went and I said, oh gee, well before I drive it back, why don't you put this thing on there and that thing, and then I need louder pipes and I need this and that and this. So anyway, I got the bill yesterday. It was $1,900 just in extra. So Laura was calling me names. No, she's gonna fly there, and then kind of we're gonna go together. She's gonna send me off.
I was pushing you.
Yeah.
Push. Gotta be a pusher.
Oh, God, look at all
Gee,
this.
we didn't think like
What was
to
that?
ask Gail whether she wanted to go up. Maureen said she's going.
I didn't have much of a choice, did I? I got so excited. I probably ended up being the most excited of anybody. When I knew.
Got all those different colors. Yeah, they don't like me because they don't get church.
There's Scandia Mountain, world's longest tramway. We just discovered.
Is that balloon still? Or is that the balloon over there?
They can land on that roof.
I'm going to go back up to 1,000 feet. There seems to be a breeze going the other way now, so I'm going to climb up and see if we can get in that, all right?
It's a lot prettier in Colorado.
Huh?
It's a lot prettier in Colorado.
Oh, yeah.
We're going up. Up.
You could buy one for your home.
I almost did a stand in Aspen.
Oh, yeah.
But I thought have a crash landing there.
Yeah.
That's so comfortable.
Actually, the people you'd be flying with there, if you went and got a ride with Unicorn balloons, they're really a nice people. Yeah.
How many people does Rainbow Rider contact with to take people up like that?
There's like, I think there's like 20 of us, that have, and it's really prestigious because it's really hard to get in to fly for them because you got to have.
Yeah, they're really careful.
Yeah, very careful and stuff. So it's kind of like a little family, and we enjoy everybody. It's kind of like when we. There was only one balloonist that didn't that went up yesterday of all the rainbow people and stuff, and he's kind of a.
He must be a new kid on the
Scott.
Huh?
Scott. Yeah, that's Scott over there. Yep, that's Scott. Scott. Scott is over there by the gravel pit, and this is Larry down here. So balloonists are kind of like aardvark breeders. There's not that many of us. In fact, I don't know any aardvark breeders. But anyway, we pretty much know the different balloons and the different the pilots and stuff. It's kind of a.
Today's the 14th. Yep.
There's the birthday cake.
You're the. Good morning.
Oh, look at this, some Dobermans over here coming to market.
You rarely see a poodle tied up to a Harley.
So the folks down below are going to have us some Bloody Marys, let's say.
I would like a Bloody Mary now and then. That would taste good.
Hi, little girl.
That dog is not happy.
Don't call the police.
Here comes a lady walking hers. He's just now seeing us, I think. They're welcoming everybody to the morn. That's great. Now hold on. I don't have this on Zoom, so this is actually how far up we are. Now we're going up a little bit more. Those dogs are really... Morning!
Look at it. Coming back, I guess.
That balloon landed on the building, didn't it?
Looks like it.
Yeah, sure it did. Hey, they got carry out at the Chinese. Can you put us down a little bit?
I've never had the urge to use power lines for brakes.
Thank you.
That's a good thing, right?
This joy's been fun flying over these neighborhoods.
Is it though?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right, who you waving to? Hey, good morning! Come on up, the air's fine! We really got the best of both worlds. We got to see everybody yesterday and experience that, and then today we're getting to...
You can see that, yeah, see balloons taking off yesterday.
Yeah.
It's pretty nice. Eating stuff a lot. But, yeah, the hyperdrive balloon scheme from my
Hey, maybe we could run into Wild Oats right quick. Aren't they around here somewhere?
Yeah.
We're getting ready to find a place to land in a hotel parking lot.
This whole family appears to be staying with us.
Oh yeah, they are, aren't they? They're the same ones. The two beautiful young ladies that were waving us and cheering us on. Yeah, what do you think of these balloons?
They're
They are really cool, aren't they? That's great. Well, you're really cool too.
When the balloon is up and it was on the air sticking out, it looks like a jellyfish.
Oh, yeah, well, that's true. I didn't think. Wow, that was so fun. So fun. That's a parachute, Diana. Packing it all up.
Hour?
It's been under 2 hours.
Is it colder as you go up?
This thing puts out like 15 million BTUs, so it doesn't get cold.
No, it was very pleasant, and when they put the burners on, it warmed up considerably.
What kind of battery have you got in yours?
Beg pardon?
What kind of battery have you got? You've got quite a big battery.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, hey, that's good.
Check.
Little cheesecake and champagne. Oh, look at the dog. Look. All right, hold on. We got to get that. That's neat.
I have other balloons.
Oh, all right.
I'm so happy I have like a whole little balloon race going on in my underwear. You didn't need to know that. All right. Go, here we go. Now they said that because the passengers were a little rowdy, they said I should only give one bottle of champagne today.
Karen, you would like this. We're having mimosas. Oh, I'm not supposed to drink any.
Close fire.
This worked out just great.
Yeah.
This is it. Just call it Jack and
Gotta wait for the toast to bring to the stars.
Oh, I love this with all the pictures with my belly.
Oh, you are stuffed.
More passengers? We got.
I think they're not passing.
That's it? Everybody got theirs? Okay, B and you? Me, sure. You want one?
This is his wife. She's a assistant warden at a prison, business manager.
The French discovered ballooning, but as soon as the Irish heard there was drinking involved, they made up this song. And it's traditional, no matter where you go in the world, they use the same prayer and stuff, so it must be a good one. Anyway, it goes like this. The winds have welcomed you with softness, the sun has blessed you with his warm hands, you have flown so high and so well that God has joined you in your laughter and set you gently back again in the loving arms of Mother Earth.
All right. Salud.
Ooh, now, Gauthier brothers in that era were heated with open hearth fireplace. So they would use the scrap paper to fire their fireplace to heat their offices and homes and whatever. But anyway, the Montgolfier brothers were really intrigued by the little bits of paper that seemed to be caught on the smoke and up the chimney to go. So they thought there was a magical lifting power. So they experimented by holding a paper bag over the smoke, the bag filled and up the chimney it went. So they thought if they could make the smoke black enough and the balloon big enough, man should be able to fly. Now they built this balloon out of taffeta and silk, and it was made 30 feet tall by 30 feet wide, and they had no inflator fan, so what they did is they stuck 2 posts in the ground, and then that crown line that they ran like a little gazelle on, they threaded that through it and lifted it up and then built the fire underneath. Now if they would have had car tires 200 years ago, this is what they would have used, because they thought the blacker the smoke, the more lift. So but what they used is they took straw, tied it in knots, soaked it in brandy, get a real intense flame, then they would use wool, garbage, and then finally an animal carcass like a pig to get that black smoke. So it was pretty nasty. Now they were concerned about going up in the air because they knew that if they went up on top of a hill, they'd become short of breath, and they didn't know if all of a sudden you'd get up so far and you'd slip out of the Earth's atmosphere or whatever. So they took a chicken, a duck, and a goat. This is before animal rights, of course, and they duct taped them to the side of the balloon. I'm sure they had duct tape. Needless, they got the balloon ready. They got the little critters taped to the side of the balloon. They chopped the rope. The balloon went up about 1,000 feet, drifted about a mile, came crashing down. They went over and looked, and the chicken had broke its neck, but that was because the goat crate had tipped over on it. I think it was Walmart duct tape. There was a problem with the duct tape, I think. Right. Anyway, they experimented a little bit more and found out that it was heat and not smoke that made the balloon lift. So they got a hold of King Louis, who was in power at the time, and they said, King Louis, man should be able to fly in your regime if you give us some money. We need a little bit of walking around money, And and he was real excited about it, kind of like when Kennedy had the space program, you know, because it's quite a feather in his hat. So anyway, he gave him some money, but he said, I want it to my design. So he built this balloon. It was 80 feet tall, 60 feet wide, and it had kind of a circular walkway. It was very ornate. It had cherubs painted on it, and it was had no basket, like I said. It had a circular walkway, and it had gold leaf on it. It was kind of a sissy wow looking balloon. Anyway, they got the balloon ready. And King Louis thought it was going to be kind of dangerous, so he said, you know what we should do? Why don't we do the chicken and the duck thing? We'll get a couple of convicts out of prison, tell them we got good news, bad news. Good news is you're getting out of prison today. The bad news is you're probably going to be killed. Look at this chicken. But this gentleman named Pilat Rosier and one of the captains from the Army said, no, this is too prestigious of an event to have common criminals be the first ones to fly. They wanted to do it. So I've always felt at that moment in time my heritage was robbed because I'm sure it was my relatives in prison. I just had to Anyway, they got Pilat Rosier and the captain got all their stuff together. They got camping gear, they got you know, some food, and they packed along and stuff. Now there's no mass media, no cameras and stuff, so what they would do, they'd invite people of distinction to come and view an event. Then they would write about it, they'd draw pictures of it because there was no cameras. Okay, and then it had become history. And at that time, Benjamin Franklin was ambassador to France, so he was there. And then I guess the Beatles were there, and Elvis. You know, it was like that kind of a game. Okay. Hang on a second, we'll pop this cork here so we don't, because I can only do like 2 things that I don't know how they ever gave me my license. I have a lot of trouble with that. Now that you've landed. In.
Woo!
Okay, anyway, they,
Oh, it's a great breakfast.
so anyway,
Yeah.
Benjamin Franklin, Beatles, Elvis, they were all there.
Yes, it is. Thank you so much. Y'all are great.
And he lied. We have
And they chopped the ropes, and as the balloon lifted off, Pilat Rosier and the captain were kind of stars, kind of like myself. And as they lifted off, Pilat Rosier, you know, the crowd was cheering, Pilat, Pilat, and Pilat Rosier tipped his hat, and that's where the word pilot came from, was from Pilat Rosier. The balloon lifted up, went about 3,000 feet, it was quite breezy, and drifted almost 10 miles. And it said in the history books that they came down over a village, they added some more heat, you know, they were drinking brandy and tying knots, you know. Yeah, and they lifted up a little more, and then they landed out in a field and stuff, and everything had a perfect landing, but there's no mass media. So here's a bunch of farmers working in their fields, and all of a sudden this smoking, stinking thing comes over the hill. So what it says, they put the beast to death. The last this beautiful Montgolfier balloon was seen is they stabbed it with pitchforks, cut it up with scythes, and the last the balloon was seen, it was hooked behind a horse as they were dragging it through town, because as they punctured it, it hissed and nasty smelling gas came out. You know. So anyway, Pilat Rosier and the cap were saying, hey, we're just ballooning today, we're just from 10 miles away. Yeah, right, Martians would lie. So anyway, French people never kill anybody, so they were just holding them at bay. And so Pilat Rosier and the captain said, you know, we might as well be, you know, pretty soon our chase vehicle will be coming to save it. I think they had this Dodge van. And pretty soon it'll be coming. And stuff will be rested. We might as well just have lunch, waiting for the chase group. So they took out their traditional French lunch, which was wine and cheese and bread. When they took the wine out, it had a label on it from the vineyard 10 miles away and not from outer space, so the story goes. That same year, they did a little more flights with hot air balloons, but you don't hear much of it in the history book. But that same year, they discovered hydrogen, which is like helium. It's lighter. It actually is lighter than helium, but it's flammable, hence the Hindenburg. So anyway, they still, when they would land, they would hit houses, they'd scare cattle, they'd scare people. So what they would do is they'd always use the champagne to kind of appease the angry peasants, and stuff. And being there's been a shortage of angry peasants in Albuquerque, that you're an angry peasant, are you? You're just angry? Okay, but anyway, there's a shortage. So that's why the passengers get to drink champagne, right? Then you don't hear anything about hot air ballooning in the history books until during the Civil War. They used them as observatories. They'd put them out on a tether, a tethered balloon, but it'd be hot air. And Private Benjamin, I say, this is your, I got good news and bad news today. You're going to be our first Air Force. And they'd go up and they'd see where the enemy was, but of course the enemy would see where they was. And they could kind of tell which way he fell, where the enemy was. Then nothing until in the 60s in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, Raven Industries, which makes, they had a military contract and they were making weather balloons and stratospherical testing balloons. And that's where, I don't know if you've ever been out to the Black Hills, Rapid City has got the Stratobowl, which is just a big hole in the ground, but that's where they used to send the balloons up. And then they also built some hot air balloons because the Army was talking about a dirigible program, and they wanted to take the hot air balloons and teach the dirigible pilots to make a have that dead stick landing field. And then also, I heard this from 2 people that worked there, they were going to use hot air balloons for espionage, the Army was. Now, I don't know how many people we snuck up on, but I see. So it didn't work, all right? So anyway, they had these balloons laying around, and Ed Yost and Don Picard, the Picard name's quite famous. Jean Picard was the first Episcopalian priest, the lady priest, and she was also the one who went the deepest in a diving bell and the highest in a helium balloonist many years ago. And now her nephew was the first one. This was last year, the year before. Him and another guy went around the world in a balloon, but it was a pressurized capsule, and they were together rather than the solo one. And but anyway, they had the balloons, and they took the balloons out to play with them one day and said, I bet you people would buy these, if we marketed them. So anyway, they had a great time that day. Then they said, where can we take these where there's going to be a lot of people? So in St. Paul, the Winter Carnival was going on. So they took these 5 balloons to St. Paul, and they flew them during the Winter Carnival. And people just loved them and said, God, if we put a Coca-Cola label on here, we'll be rich. And that's kind of how it went. I'm sure there was other days in between that. But anyway, it's gone from horse and buggy to the balloons we have today. I have balloons I started flying in '81. I would not fly today. They were just horrifying. The burners wouldn't stay lit. I used to have a bandolero of igniters. I'd be flying along and they'd all of a sudden go click, 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 click. Oh, this is gonna hurt. I was actually 7 feet tall when I started ballooning, but I had really tiny feet, and it just kind of pounded them in there. No, I've had some. Yeah, my children, please, Dad, don't make us fly with you. Don't hurt us and stuff. So they, of course, don't fly anymore. But anyway, that's kind of how the story is, how I understood it, interpreted. But it's kind of close. Now, here's a sad story. Forget that. Fighters, in honor of the first hot air balloon ascension of Diane Boric, in the Rainbow Riders balloon this 14th day of October 2001, Pilot Command Werner Bourne, and there's that little balloonist prayer. Sylvia, there you are. Maureen,
Right here.
all right. Beth,
Here.
God, we're whizzing along here. Ronald, there are not that many. Jean,
Right here.
all right. Gail,
Here?
There's 2 Ronalds.
oh,
I'll take kids, yeah.
what did I do? Oh, okay. Gail.
Here I am.
Well,
Thank you.
Sandra.
Sandra's here.
All right, Sandra's there. Margaret.
Thank you. Right here.
All right. Norman.
Right here.
You're cooking along. Audrey.
With the crystal.